On December 2, 2010, a gruesome discovery shocked Melbourne. 24-year-old Phoebe Handsjuk was found dead at the base of a high-rise apartment building, her body wedged in the trash compactor room after a fatal 12-story fall down a garbage chute. The circumstances were chilling and perplexing. She had suffered catastrophic injuries, with one foot nearly severed, yet the initial investigation hastily ruled it as a suicide or a tragic accident. This swift conclusion would soon be met with deep skepticism, as Phoebe's family uncovered disturbing inconsistencies that left more questions than answers. Phoebe Handsjuk was born on May 9, 1986, in Melbourne, Australia. From an early age, she was a remarkable child, creative, athletic, and strong-willed, with a vivid imagination and a love for adventure. Her mother, Natalie Handsjuk, described her as a free spirit who cherished nature, the ocean, and her relationships. Known for her fierce loyalty, Phoebe held a close bond with her family, particularly her grandmother. As a teenager, Phoebe faced personal struggles. She battled mental health challenges, including depression, anxiety, and mood swings, which led her to experiment with drugs and alcohol. At age 15, Phoebe ran away from home, spending weeks in a squat with older individuals involved in crime. Her family grew increasingly concerned, seeking professional help for her. Although she began therapy and was prescribed antidepressants, her struggles would continue into adulthood. Despite these challenges, Phoebe had an adventurous spirit and was driven by big dreams. She was talented in sports, especially basketball, and had a flair for art. Her aspirations included traveling overseas and doing humanitarian work in places like India. She felt deeply and loved intensely qualities that endeared her to her friends and family, but also left her vulnerable to emotional turmoil. By 2010, Phoebe was living with her boyfriend, Anthony Hampel, in a luxury Melbourne apartment known as the Balencia Tower. Hampel, an events promoter 18 years her senior, had been dating Phoebe for about 18 months. Their relationship was tumultuous, marked by frequent arguments and breakups. Phoebe's family worried about her well-being, as Hampel's controlling behavior and her heavy drinking often fueled conflicts. On December 2, 2010, tragedy struck. Phoebe was found dead at the bottom of the Balencia apartment building after falling 12 stories down a garbage chute. Her body, discovered by a maintenance worker, had sustained severe injuries, including head trauma and a near-severed foot. Despite the disturbing circumstances, police initially concluded her death was likely a suicide or a tragic accident. Phoebe's family immediately questioned this conclusion. Her grandfather, retired detective Lauren Campbell, believed her death involved foul play. The family pointed to numerous inconsistencies in the investigation, sparking years of legal battles and eventually leading to an official inquest. The initial investigation was riddled with gaps. Police leaned toward the theory that Phoebe had climbed into the garbage chute on her own, either with suicidal intent or as part of an intoxicated accident. This assumption was based on her blood alcohol level, which was 3 times the legal driving limit, and the presence of sleeping pills, although in non-lethal amounts. However, Phoebe's family questioned the plausibility of this theory. The chute's narrow opening was shoulder height, making it physically challenging for anyone to enter, especially someone heavily intoxicated. Phoebe's body also lacked bruises that would indicate she climbed in on her own. Additionally, she left no suicide note and had been actively planning her future, which included a trip to India. Further troubling details arose. Bloodstains were found around her apartment, including on her computer, yet there were no clear signs of a struggle. Her phone and computer were missing crucial data, with her sent emails mysteriously deleted. Despite these details, the apartment wasn't treated as a crime scene, and key items, such as her computer, weren't collected until months later. In 2013, an inquest was held to examine the circumstances of Phoebe's death. Testimonies from forensic experts, police officers, and family members raised new questions. One of the most controversial issues was Phoebe's missing SIM card, which disappeared shortly after police returned her phone to Hampel, hindering a full analysis of her final communications. The coroner ultimately concluded that Phoebe's death was likely an accident, suggesting she may have climbed into the chute in a confused, intoxicated state. Yet, he acknowledged the many gaps in the investigation and the lack of concrete evidence supporting any definitive explanation. Many, including Phoebe's family, remain unconvinced by the official account. Theories range from murder, with her body disposed of via the garbage chute, to stage an accident, to an accidental overdose of alcohol and prescription drugs. Each theory is challenged by the lack of conclusive evidence and the physical difficulty of entering the chute voluntarily. Missing and mishandled evidence, like the disappearance of the SIM card and the incomplete analysis of her computer, has left vital questions unanswered. The unexplained blood in her apartment adds to the mystery, fueling speculation about her final hours. A legacy of advocacy and memory. More than a decade has passed since Phoebe Handsjuk's untimely death, yet her family continues to fight tirelessly for answers. They refuse to let her memory fade, dedicating their lives to uncovering the truth about what happened to her. Through public awareness campaigns, they bring attention to the troubling circumstances surrounding her case, hoping to inspire a broader conversation about the importance of justice and accountability. Alongside these efforts, they have pursued legal avenues to reopen the investigation, determined to ensure that no detail is overlooked and no stone is left unturned. Phoebe's mother, Natalie, has become a powerful advocate for change. She is committed to raising awareness about the need for thorough and impartial investigations, particularly in cases involving vulnerable individuals like her daughter. Natalie believes that Phoebe's story is not just about seeking justice for her own child, but also about creating a system that protects others from experiencing similar tragedies. Her mission is driven by a profound hope that her efforts will lead to reforms, sparing other families the pain and heartbreak that hers has endured. Despite the initial inquest and the significant media attention that Phoebe's case received, the circumstances of her death remain an enduring enigma. For both her family and the public, the mystery of how her life ended continues to haunt them. The unanswered questions surrounding her tragic passing leave a deep sense of frustration and injustice. To this day, Phoebe's story stands as a somber reminder of the fragility of justice and the importance of never giving up in the face of uncertainty. Her family's unrelenting pursuit of the truth serves as a testament to their love for her and their commitment to ensuring her legacy lives on.